I have been so impressed as I have gone through this book. I have never seen a book written so well with language that had so much empathy. We have an amazing speaker here who's going to be sharing with us and sharing some incredible information from his book called Helping Your Child with Language-Based Learning Disabilities. We have Dr. Daniel Franklin with us today. Thanks for joining us today, Dr. Daniel Franklin.
Oh, I'm happy to be here, and a big hello to your audience as well. And so children with developmental differences, all developmental differences, whether we're talking about the mild to moderate differences of individuals such as myself with dyslexia, or children with the moderate to severe, sort of the pronounced types of neurodevelopmental differences, all of these children are experiencing a form of trauma.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
And so we want to, and we know that what is indicated in terms of appropriate treatment for children who are experiencing trauma are things like being calm around them, reducing the number of words we say in any given minute. As a general rule, when I'm talking to a child who has slow language production, I try never to say more words in a minute than they produce. So if we're working with a child who's only producing 3 or 4 words in a minute, and which is not uncommon, we need to slow down our language production and do more nonverbal communication when we can keep our tone warm and friendly and positive. I try not to use too many words and complex words. I will often use the same word over and over. Yeah. So when we're disciplining a child, discipline also has a negative connotation, I know, but discipline also means to study, to learn. And so when we're working with a child who's really dysregulated, instead of barking a lot of words like, hey, you sit down and be quiet and you need to be still and what you did was wrong, sometimes just saying something like gentle, 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 gentle. And I often do that with a child who's dysregulated because they're not really processing language well. But if we use one word over and over, they know we're being calm, that we're not overwhelming them, and that we're trying to help them get to a better place.
Yeah.
And so the word gentle even sounds nice.
Doesn't it?
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah.
And do you have one for focus? Do you have one for focus? When the kids are really getting off focus.
So what I might say is I'll say, this is interesting. And I get focused myself on what it is I need the student to be focused on first. So and I write about this in my book, if you bring your attention to the task yourself as the adult and get really curious about it and get focused and say, oh, this is interesting. And then the child will naturally begin to get curious too. And so instead of saying, pay attention or look at this, just get focused on it. And get genuinely interested in it. Sometimes, even if it's just a simple math problem, we'll say, oh, isn't it interesting when I add 3 to 3, I get 6. That is so interesting to me. And kids will get interested. And they will see that this is fun and engaging. And so be playful.
I love that.
Watch any young mammal, watch puppies or kittens or baby goats or baby horses or any young mammal. If they're not eating and sleeping, what are they doing? They're playing. Why do mammals play so much? It's because the play instinct is the instinct we need for learning. And so with children, we really want to leverage this natural tendency towards play to help them learn. And when we make learning and child care and parenting and anything we do with a child a form of play, we get a lot out of them.
Thank you so much, Daniel Franklin. You are an incredible inspiration. Your advice is so spot on. Your empathy just exudes out of you. And I'm glad that this isn't going to be the last time that we get to connect.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. From the outset, it's always fun speaking with you. We have work that just rewards us every day, just in the doing of it. And it's been a pleasure to be with you.